Hello everyone, welcome to another adventure in real estate. Julie, how are you?
I'm doing well, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me again.
And you know, Julie, I'm going to ask you, what is one question that you would get more or as much as, how's the housing market?
Maybe you're leading me into, what do I think is going to happen with the interest rates?
You got it. If I had $1 for every time I'd heard, what's going on with interest rates? What's happening with mortgage rates?
And you haven't come up with that magic ball yet?
Yeah, I have not, but I'm working on it, Julie. I'm working on it. So today, guys, we're going to take some time and we're just going to delve into that fun topic that is mortgage rates. And before we get too deep, we are not lenders. We are what?
Realtors.
We are realtors, and we work for the Kingery team at Mountain to Lake Realty. So, that being said, I'm going to share with you this first slide. This is as of March 1st, when you look at mortgage rates, the mortgage rate was 7.1% as of March the 1st. Now, that's the average mortgage rate, and we can get into all kind of details, but the big point I want to draw out here is there are two distinct things that make up the mortgage rate. You got the 10-year Treasury yield and this thing they're referred to as the spread, which is the difference between that Treasury yield and what the actual mortgage rate is. For some folks out there, a lot of our mortgage lenders and our bankers, that's the margin that they're going to work off of, or we'll call it their profit. And I can hear my phone ringing now because all those folks are going to be calling me and telling me about that. And that's really not the case, and we can have that debate. But we're going to leave that as such at this point and kind of switch gears and just talk with you briefly about that 7.1 is as of March 1st. We pulled this data, but there is some variability in there. And from lender to lender, you see some different variability.
Yes.
And so, you know, depending on the day and the time, I mean, you can see some of that change. And so I want to be really specific and really focused in this next discussion, and that is make sure you have a great relationship with your lender and you're understanding what's going on. Because things do change, and they change
Quickly.
a lot.
Yes.
A lot, quickly. I mean, it does happen. So, guess where we're going to go to now, Julie? We've talked a little bit about mortgage rates, just enough to piss off all the bankers.
Project it. We're going into projections next.
So the next question is, what's happening with mortgage rates? Well, here is some information that comes from our friends at Fannie Mae. So Julie, when you see that, what do you think?
Hopefully we're seeing a small decline in the interest rates. Hopefully we're going to see things. I don't think we're ever going to go back to the 3s and the 4s.
Okay.
At least maybe not in our lifetime. I think 3s and 4s are a thing of the past, and I just don't think that's ever going to happen again. But I think it would be nice if we saw them just kind of stick right around that 5, somewhere in the 5s would be wonderful.
You bet. And see here, Fannie Mae, their predictions, we look at going into the fourth quarter of 2024. It does look like we're going to get maybe, if this holds true, we'll see a little bit there. But guys, when you look at a difference in 6.1 and 5.9, it's in my mind, it's not a lot of difference.
No.
You know, we can average it out, say 6% mortgage rates. Very well, we'll be looking at here moving into the second half of 2024. So,
at least we're hopeful.
We'll see. We shall see. But just want to give you guys a quick snapshot here. We're not lenders. We're not mortgage bankers, but
we're definitely not psychics. So don't count. Hold your breath just to make sure.
But it is a good discussion, and it's something that it has a great bearing on affordability and your ability to what your payments are going to be. So it's certainly important, and hopefully this was a little bit of help to you in here as we move forward into the rest of this year of 2024. Julie, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time on another adventure in real estate.